Hey Mitch, I've heard a lot about you from Rich Hilton, who's on the podcast, Sonic Talk podcast, and I finally get to meet you in person at Soundtoys, right?
Yeah, that's true, Soundtoys. I'm Mitch Thomas. I've been hanging out with Soundtoys for a great number of years. I won't say how many because it makes me feel older when I say it. But yeah, we're here at the NAMM and taking a look at the plugins, the Little Plate, which is up for a Tec Award. Yay, Tec Award!
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, we're gonna win. I don't know, but I hope so. It'd be great.
Bring a tuxedo.
I do not have a tuxedo. This will be my tuxedo for the evening, but yeah, hopefully we win because it's a really cool product. It's been doing really well. A lot of accolades from the industry, so we're showing that in the effect rack.
A lot of people really dig your stuff. I mean, I speak to a lot of producers, and they just say, they're always saying you've got to get the Soundtoys bundle. You got it. What is it about their stuff that just
well, that's what we were trying to define earlier today, and it's really what we've been after all along. Soundtoys as a company is to bring some cool character, some analog vibe. You know, we've modeled some stuff specifically, but we try to just kind of put a feel. And what I usually say is the analog experience. We want it to sound like analog. We want it to feel comfortable, like a piece of gear that you really want to work with, that it becomes part of your creative process. So yes, they're plugins. Yes, they're on a computer, but we always want to try to enhance that feel and make it, make it that experience. So whoa.
Oh, we lost the mic.
I lost my pack. Okay.
Okay, that's all right. Just get that.
Back on there. Yeah. All right. Going good again?
So no, I'll just come here, and then we can pretend like it was an edit.
Yep.
So this is the kind of ecosystem for the Soundtoys stuff.
Yep. This is effect rack, so this is the kind of the center of our being right now, which is a cool little system with fast workflow, so you can just drag plugins into the rack. You can reorder them very quickly. You can access all the individual presets for each of the plugins inside the rack. And then you can take this whole concoction and save it as your own preset as a rack preset.
Ah, so that's just for Soundtoys stuff.
Yeah, it's just for Soundtoys stuff. I don't know, maybe someday we'll open up to third party, but right now it's kind of our own little dealie.
Yeah.
And there's some advantages to the rack because all the presets store and they go across all your DAWs. So if you're working in Ableton and you mix in Pro Tools, you have access to all your presets inside the rack. The rack has a built-in master feedback, so you don't have to do any weird routing to get a feedback through the whole chain.
So you allow in software for feedback routing, right? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And what that allows you to do inside the rack is take a whole stack of Echo Boys or whatever and create cool reverbs with a lot of character. And we've done a bunch of those in the presets in the rack, so you can go check out spaces in the rack. But yeah, it's a cool system. It's kind of the ground floor. We got a lot of great ideas that are coming for rack 2 or rack whatever we end up calling it. But
does the rack environment allow for multi-channel I/O? So can you rack things?
Not yet. I mean, this, as I said, this is kind of the ground floor. That's certainly one of the ideas. I think anybody who's been in the kind of gear industry world probably guess what all we're moving toward in the rack. Oh, it could do this, can it do that? It's all on the list. We just got to get to it and make sure it all functions well and keeps that vibe we were talking about. So
this is the plate, which
that's
we've
the
got
Little Plate. Yeah, it's been out for a little while and doing quite well. A lot of people talking about what we found to be the big win for Little Plate was the simplicity. I mean, it's modeled after a 140, which we had 6 of them in the office, and we're analyzing them all to kind of feel what it was.
They're all different as well, aren't they?
They're all different for sure. So it was trying to find what do they all do the same that is probably the vibe of that unit. And so we were able to kind of extrapolate that and get a good idea of what a 140 is supposed to sound and feel like. And what was great about it was it's simple. I mean, a plate is... It's this far.
Yeah, do you see the YouTube video? The guy made a plate reverb out of an IKEA shelf.
Yeah.
It was just like, I mean, it's simple mechanics, isn't it?
And we wanted to add a little bit to it, but still keep that simplicity. So what we did was we made it so it would go slightly shorter than a real plate, so you can get kind of a roomy feel or just a kind of a small space. And the 4 seconds is around the max that a real plate will do. So we extended it as well into the 8 and 16 and 22 and infinite.
So freeze, yeah, we all love a freeze.
Basically, yeah, and it will go on forever.
Have you got a demo? Have you got any sound that can go into it?
Yeah, we can go into it. I'm going to go with the short thing first and do this little vocal.
Dun, dun.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? It's almost double tracking, isn't it? It's almost.
It's because of the thickness with the full range without the low cut. You end up with a lot more beef. So we'll go up into the 4 area like the max plate. And that you start feeling like I need a little low cut so it doesn't take over the vocal.
Yeah.
But then we get into the extended range.
I feel like I'm in some kind of. I feel like I'm in this room here,
Yeah.
but there's nothing in it.
And it's totally empty.
It's
Yeah.
totally empty. There's no carpet.
And if you go all the way up and thin it out a little bit more and kick on the mod,
Yeah, I'm all over that. That sounds great.
and that's what's fun. I mean, automating that freeze basically sound into infinite is so much fun to grab one note and extend it out, cut it off really fast. It's a blast. And that the other great thing is those sounds are things we've all heard a million times. A 140, how many times have you heard a 140? And it's so fast to get the classic versions of the 140 with this plugin. We're pretty proud of the simplicity of it, and we've got a lot of feedback from the industry saying, yeah, we dig it. It's so.
What does it retail for? The one? You do loads of bundles, don't you? So
you're asking the wrong guy. I
Okay.
can't remember the numbers, but it's
That's all right.
really inexpensive for what it is, and of course we're circling around what the big version might be someday. So yeah, we're trying to find some nice angles to go on that in the works. But Little Plate it's becoming an indispensable utility for my mixes. So I don't know if that means anything to the rest of the world because no one's listening to my mixes. But yeah, but we've got a lot of users saying the same thing, so it's nice. And the team who designed it are here, so I'm hoping we win this year, please, so they can get up on stage and the code guys actually get to go get their accolades. It'd be great.
Oh, nice. Well, I wish you the best of luck of that. Thanks very much, Mitch.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks.